Hi everybody, how are you all doing out there? This is Reagan. Thanks for tuning back into our channel. In this video, we are going to unbox and review this another newly released figure of Star Wars figure. So many Star Wars figures for the Star Wars month and probably the much awaited figure of Star Wars collectors. This is none other than JANGO FETT from Star Wars Episode 2 Attack of the Clones by Hot Toys mms589, a 1/6 scale collectible figure. But before we start, if you're new here, please don't forget to subscribe and press the notification bell if you want to get notified once I upload a new video, especially if it's from Hot Toys, okay? Without further ado, let's get started. Okay, so this is the standard Star Wars art box of Hot Toys. Looks very neat and eye-catchy because of the colors, especially the print at the bottom. The theme for Attack of the Clones or Episode 2. I hope I can really preserve the look of this art box. Anyway, once you open the box, you will see the art cover print and it looks amazing. Definitely great for backdrop or for poster. Good job on editing, I would say. And the standard packaging right here, it looks like a lot of accessories. I didn't expect that. I forgot already. Amazing. Okay, I'm gonna start at the bottom part of the packaging, which include first the base, standard base for Star Wars figure. No weathering, just a clean paint application, and with that really nice nameplate of JANGO FETT and the Star Wars logo. Next is the pole or dynamic holder for some dynamic poses. Next up is the Zazix jetpack, which I believe he used it when he fought Obi-Wan Kenobi and also destroyed after that fight. The weathering effects are fantastic, the colors are nice, I like those signature are written on every corners. Very nice paint application, and then some movable parts like the homing missile and the directional thruster front and back. Next up is the JT-12 jetpack, which you could see from the battlefield together with Count Dooku at the Battle of Geonosis. So this is kind of his new one after the other one was destroyed. It also has some movable parts, the missile warhead, while the directional thruster are not movable. Right here is the real-like thruster fire effect that you could only attach to the Zazix jetpack because it will not fit to the other one, which is the JT-12. Then this pair of real-like fire thruster effect can be attached to both jetpacks. Okay, moving on to the next packaging. The smaller packaging right here includes two pairs of extra interchangeable hands, different gestures, holding pistol blaster for both hands, and a pair of fist gestures. Next is this lock breaker, looks very accurate. This one is field security overloader, too small, easy to lose, so be careful on it. And then this black colored tube, which is the tube shaped container. I believe it should have a little bit clear part if you guys watch it. Next up is the blaster pistol, that Westar 34 blaster. Two pieces, it has amazing details. Paint applications are good, but they should have make it more gold color on the tip part and some parts too, especially in the middle part. Next up is the mini flamethrower effect, looks very nice, I would say. Next up is the anti-security blade that you could attach to the gauntlet. It has some movable wire and detachable hook, so you could exchange it to the fiber cord whip with the hook. You could also see this from the scene where he fought Obi-Wan Kenobi. Okay, for the last packaging right here, it has the interchangeable battle damage helmet with weathering effect and magnetically designed. Next up is the headset comlink. This one is for JANGO FETT Headsculpt. It looks like made out of hard plastic, but it's actually soft rubber material. The details looks good and weathering. This part right here looks like a soft rubber material, but actually a hard plastic. Amazing. Okay, this one is the poncho. Love the design of this. The weathering looks fantastic, or the vintage design looks really good. It has some buttons to insert the arms, and the whole side of it on the edge has wired incinerators, so you could do any style on this poncho. And then right here is the Headsculpt of JANGO FETT. What an incredible masterpiece, guys. Beautiful Headsculpt. I love the details and the texture. And lastly, the figure, it looks amazing. I'm excited to play with this figure, so let's take a quick look on this one before I check the articulation. One last thing, the instruction sheet, it has a lot of instruction because that's a lot of accessories. However, some parts are not here in the instructions, so make sure to check this video. Okay, I think that's pretty much everything included. Now let's check the articulations. For the Headsculpt with the helmet on, it has some nice articulations. Very smooth, not tight I would say. Pretty decent for some dynamic poses. Great. For the arms, I could raise it to the side all the way to 80 degrees or below 90 degrees I would say. So the shoulders armor are the one blocking the range of motion, but not really a big issue. However, once you move the arms to the front, still the same. So the reason why is because that suit and the shoulder armor are blocking the range of motion because it's quite tight, I believe. Still great though. The elbows are double jointed, looks fantastic. At least we could still do some great poses there. And I could close the arms near to the upper body, looks good. And you could also do the swivel on the arms, while the wrist joint are pretty decent, you know. For the upper body, I believe this one is actually very limited, you know, because of the armor and some pads inside. Especially the ab crunch, but let's check it first. So once you twist it, I could really feel a lot of stuff around the waistline, especially those thick belts and the armor. You could do some decent twists, but still limited. The ab crunch is very small, even the arch. The side crunch, none. Moving on to the leg part, this one looks good. Although it has some armors and pads at the back leg, it can still bend decently, I would say. I'm not sure if you could do some kneel down poses, I hope. I will try that later on the posing part. The knees articulations are good, double jointed. But you could actually open the legs widely, and there's also swivel parts on the legs, which I think it will help adding more range of motion. Lastly, the ankle part, it has a mid-cut boot, so I think the articulation of this one looks great. Definitely good for dynamic poses. I think that's it for the articulations. I actually like those mid-cut boots. Hopefully it can stand alone even without the holder. I love the weathering effects on the boots too, also on the shin armor. It is also detachable. It has some velcro design. Even the knees armor are detachables too. It also has some like velcro design. Well, you could see the armor on the legs, probably detachable, but since there's a holster on it, I might gonna have a hard time to detach it. But I think it's fine, not really a big deal. Well, you could really detach the holsters if you really want to. I love the quality of the pleather holster. It looks genuine to me. Those high quality looks amazing. Even the belt part and those pouches are fantastic. The quality also looks good. I hope it will last longer, you know. I think this utility belt is also detachable. And you could really see those intricate design underneath that wrap around to the body. Also a belt, and it looks like a string leather like design. It is also detachable, which attached to the holster, but I don't know how you're going to detach the whole thing. But I think you have to break something there in case you want to remove it for some customization, you know, in the future. The padded suit or the Mandalorian armor is also detachable. It has some velcro design all over the armor, so if you want to clean the waterproof flight suit, you could. And what I really like is the quality of that Mandalorian armor. It doesn't really look like a pleather design. It looks like a high-end leather, I would say. I wish it's genuine leather though. And then some nice weathering on the front of the armor. I like the details, looks very neat. The gauntlet is detachable too. It has some nice weatherings and the details are amazing. So now, let's move on to the Headsculpt. Let's change first the upper part of the helmet, which is the battle damage look. The rangefinder is movable. I forgot to show you guys earlier. So now I'm gonna change the helmet to the Headsculpt of JANGO FETT. There you go. So once you change it to JANGO Headsculpt, the articulation is much better and the range of motion is bigger because of the two joint design on the Headsculpt and the neck part. Talking about the Headsculpt, this one is absolutely incredible. Another masterpiece by Hot Toys. And the resemblance to the actor Temuera Morrison, young Temuera Morrison, is very accurate, guys. I mean, like, almost perfect. The texture, the skin tone, those scars, like, really nice, guys. Amazing. And then putting the Headsculpt comlink is very easy because of the rubber material. You could stretch that out and it will fit easily. That said, the headset comlink is absolutely incredible to the Headsculpt. Then for the blaster pistol, looks good. It really fits well to the holster. I don't think it's easy to fold or even take it out because it's very tight, I would say. Then the gauntlet part, changing that anti-security blade looks great. On the other gauntlet is where we could attach the mini flamethrower effect, but better to remove from the arms when putting it, and better get a pliers to pull it out because it's quite tight, you know. Well, I think this one has a better style compared to Boba Fett design because it looks more secure and not easy to fold in my opinion. The look for the two jetpack is like this. It is magnetically designed. You could just snap it there, but to be safe, better to hook it. And lastly is the poncho. Looks fantastic, and I realized that I should get another JANGO FETT for this look with the helmet on and without the helmet. Damn. I think that's it, guys. Again, another not to miss figure. Definitely a must have or a must buy figure to any Star Wars fan out there. Hardcore fan of Boba Fett and JANGO FETT, and even Mandalorian at the same time, right? This will be a great addition to your Star Wars collection. I don't think you should pass to this one. Believe me, the price of this will mark up after a few years or even just a month, you know, damn. I mean, better to get it now if you don't want to regret it, guys. So I think that's about it. Let me know your thoughts on this one. Feel free to comment down below, and if you like this video, don't forget to hit the like button and subscribe if you haven't yet, okay? Thanks for watching, guys. Until then, see you in the next one. Peace.